As you may or may not know, I am obsessed with Pinterest, and I'm also obsessed with shopping. However, we cannot go shopping every single day or else we are going to be broke and sad. So I did some research on Pinterest to find the best 2025 DIYs for this summer. And I took this very seriously. I was taking notes, I was drawing sketches. You guys know that these are going to be the best of the best, the most popular, the most trending things that you can do at home and save yourself money while still looking cute for the summer. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I have been on the hunt for 2025 fashion trends on Pinterest. I've been scrolling and searching. One thing I noticed right away were off-the-shoulder shirts and shirts that have jersey numbers on them. I went to the mall and I was seeing these shirts literally everywhere. Every single store had a jersey little like football number on the shirt. So I was like, we could easily DIY this. So before we could DIY this shirt, we needed to go get all the supplies. First things first, we needed a shirt. Hobby Lobby has shirts for less than $3, so I grabbed one in white. Now I need to figure out what fabric I want to use. I know I wanted to go for a coastal, shabby chic type of aesthetic, so I was looking for primarily florals and pastels, but Hobby Lobby had so many different fabrics and Pinterest has so many different designs. You can literally do whatever you want for this. For the pattern of my shirt, I found an image off Pinterest and I placed it in Canva so that way I could make it the size I wanted, and then I just printed it off. So I just went on Pinterest and I printed off this 74. 7 is my lucky number and 4 is my boyfriend's. So I thought that this number would be fitting. But of course, you guys can print off any number that you want. Before we get to sewing and cutting out any of the numbers, we need to cut the t-shirt. I have an in-depth tutorial on how you can cut an off-the-shoulder t-shirt and I posted it, I believe, last summer. So I will make sure to link it. If you want real step-by-step instructions, check out that video listed in my description box. Now that our t-shirt is all prepped, we need to make sure that our print is going to be the right size for the shirt. I liked the size that the 74 was. I just wanted them to be a little separated. So let's cut them out and lay them out so we can really see what the shirt's gonna look like. Here we have the numbers cut out. I want to have the numbers be more square, so I've left a little white space there so I remember to make everything nice and square. Now let's get the fabric all traced and cut out. So I don't know if I want the 7 to be this flower pattern or if the 7 should be blue and then the 4 should be floral. I think I'm liking the way that this looks, so let's trace the numbers onto the fabric. I used these little pins to hold the paper 7 on top of the fabric so that way it didn't move around when I was trying to cut it out. I used this ribbon to make sure that all of the sides were straight. Now let's lay everything out to make sure it's gonna look how we want it to look. I laid out the 7 and the 4 to make sure that they were big enough for the shirt. I liked the size of them, so let's start off with sewing on the 7. I just pinned them in place just like what we did whenever we cut out our fabric numbers. This way we don't have to mark on the t-shirt and it will hold them in place. But do be careful not to pin the pin all the way through both sides of the shirt. We just want it on that first layer. Now it's time to thread the needle. This can be kind of challenging. I did choose a needle that had a larger head, so it should be easier for us to put the thread through. But what I have found is if you lick the tip of the thread, it'll be easier to just slide it right through that needle head. So if you've never sewn before, you're going to string your little thread through your needle. And I chose the needle with the biggest hole because I am not trying to get it in a super tiny hole. So to start your knot, you just hold it and you just will wrap it around your fingers a few times. You see it's just wrapped. And then you go like this and you just like roll it between your fingers. And then you pull it down and then it will just create this little bitty knot, and that is how you will keep it from getting unraveled. And you can do it like 2 times or whatever makes you feel best. But so now we've got our little knot. We've now attached the 7. I think it looks so good. I kind of like how it looks distressed along the edges. Now it's time for us to sew on the 4 the exact same way that we did the 7. Ta-da! Okay, I think it looks absolutely so freaking cute. I love the off the shoulder, so let's try her on. I would try it on if I didn't sew the middle of the 4 all the way through the shirt. Let me fix this. I have fixed her. Let's throw her on. That is so cute. Oh, and it's like the perfect slouchy off the shoulder. Could you see this in PacSun? Besides the minor sewing technical difficulty, I give this DIY a 10 out of 10. I also found decorated hairbrushes, specifically these pearlescent pink hairbrushes that had your name written across. I thought that was so cute, and I was like, oh my gosh, we can make them. I was at TJ Maxx and I found the pearlescent brush for like $7, and I went by the craft store and I picked up the rest of the supplies so we can bedazzle our names on this hairbrush. As you guys know, my name is Amanda, but for our hairbrush, I think I'm going to put my middle name, which is May. I feel like it'll look really cute across, and we're going to do it in these pink stickers, which is so similar to the pink that you see in all of the Pinterest photos. This brush is so beautiful. It's like a princess brush. For the stencil for my name, I'm using these glitter stickers. I decided on the cursive font because it's the most similar to the trending hairbrushes, so I just picked out the 3 letters that match my name and placed them across the brush. I honestly think that the hairbrush looks good just like this with the stickers, but we are going to go that extra step and add all of the bedazzled sparkles. If you have long nails like me, I would not recommend applying these rhinestones with your fingers. I would recommend using little tweezers instead. It made the process so much easier and a lot faster. Here is the brush all completed. I feel like it turned out so good, especially the bedazzling. It is very tedious, so if you do not have the patience, this DIY may not be the one for you. Here is the DIY in comparison to the original. I am honestly so proud of this. I think it looks so beautiful and sparkly and gorgeous. Our next DIY is an aesthetic sticker phone case collage. All you need for this is a clear phone case, access to a printer, and Pinterest. We'll start off with finding a whole bunch of cute photos on Pinterest and saving them onto a board. Then you'll download those images onto your camera roll and import them into Canva. This way you can change the size of all of your photos, and then we'll print them off. So now I've just printed off all of my little images, my little stickers that I'm going to use for my phone case. Now we need to cut all of these little babies out.
Sir, you cannot be on the table. No table. The table is not for kitties. No kitties on the table. Okay, so we have just cut out all of the little stickers. I went for a summer kawaii type of look. This is what my old phone case is looking like. We just have the clear case. This whole side used to be covered in stickers as well, but it got water in it and then all of the photos bled. So we need to pop this out. I may reuse some of these stickers because they are really cute. Maybe the little bears I might use again, or the heart. But let's just peel these off. And I think we should wipe my phone down as well. She looks a little dirty. Let's wipe her off so she'll be nice and clean for our new phone case.
First, I just make a rough layout of what I want the stickers to look like, and then once they're in a good order that I like, I'll go back in with the double-sided sticky tape to lock them in place. This turned out so cute. Oh my goodness. I absolutely love this sticker the most. It's so freaking cute. I also found that phone charms were really popular. Just a little beaded charm that you can hook on your phone, and it slips around your wrist so you don't drop it, and it's a really cute phone accessory. For this DIY, we're gonna need an assortment of beads, elastics, and charms. Oh my gosh, the phone charm turned out so adorable. I feel like the color scheme looks so beautiful together. The charms match perfectly. I am obsessed with how this turned out. It's so cute. These are all of the summer DIYs that I found, and let me know if you guys want me to do a part 2 because I have a whole bunch of other ideas on my Pinterest board. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in my next upload. Bye guys!